I'm still buzzing from this reveal yesterday, man. I've watched this trailer so many times. I'm just so excited for this game. I'm trying to eat up as much information, as much intel as I possibly can. And there's actually a very interesting page on their website, and it's this right here. The entire full map of the game has been released. It's live on the website. You can see it, you can interact with it. It's got points of interest and stuff. I've never seen a game do this before. Typically the maps are, kind of a sacred thing. You don't really know what to expect until you get in there, but I mean, we can see everything from the main area of Chicago over here. You've got the Chicago River and stuff. It looks like we've got, wide open spaces and parking lots out here. Lots of hills and mountains over in this area. What is this? Is this like a racetrack over here or something? I don't know. It's like a big oval. We've got some lakes and stuff. Yeah, so we can go through, and each spot on this map has intel on what you're going to find in that spot for the campaign. So I figured we could go through this. Maybe not the most exciting video in the world, but if you guys are geeking out about this game like me, then it kind of gives us an idea of what to expect. Before we hop into the actual numbered POIs, again, this is Lakeshore City. It's based off Chicago. And I mean, this is a pretty accurate representation of Chicago right here. This is, kind of where the river comes in from Lake Michigan. And it kind of wise off like this. Like if you look at a map of Chicago, it's almost identical. So like this right here would be Michigan Avenue, the Miracle Mile, if you guys have been down there. Up here area would be like the Sears Willis Tower, whatever you want to call it. They changed their name, but everyone still calls it the Willis or the... Is it Willis? It's Willis now, right? It was Sears. A lot of people still call it the Sears Tower. This here would be like Lakeshore Drive. I mean, these are like your main highways and stuff. One thing I will say, looks like we've got some highways here. One of my favorite parts about Forza Horizon 5 is we had a crazy long straight highway, and I see some long highways here, but I don't see anything super straight for like top speed runs. I do see some tunnels through the mountains. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's go through here. So section 1 over here, right along Lake Michigan, right along the water. This is going to be where Rydell's Rides is. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Rydell's Rides will be your first safe house, allowing you to fix up your rides, stash your cash, and duck from the cops while your heat dies down. We've got intel in there. I think we kind of assumed it, but we're going to be able to unlock and probably purchase safe houses around the map. So this is going to be home base. If we go south a little bit, this is, kind of getting maybe out into the suburbs and stuff. Storm Drain and Cyril Heights. You're not supposed to be here, but you are. Pull up to your first meetup at the Storm Drain and challenge the best of Lakeshore's underground street racing community. So there's like a sewage system that we're going to be meeting up in. That's kind of cool. If we go up north, so there's a marina here. Do we see the Navy Pier? Is this the Navy Pier? The City Pier Underwood Gardens. Get noticed under the lights. Flaunt your unique style amongst the freshest street art and illuminations as you disrupt the fun of the fairground with some unruly driving. So that's the Navy Pier. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been here. Very cool, very fun. Lots of, activities and buildings and things. And you can see we've got the, Willis Tower in the background. Got the big merry-go-round and stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool to see. Dude, this is sick. Growing up in Illinois, I grew up in Champaign, Illinois, so it was a couple hours south of Chicago, but I spent a lot of time up there. It's going to be kind of cool to, experience a city that I know fairly well. Really enjoyed Watch Dogs for that reason, so hopefully this is a pretty, iconic and realistic reenactment. So number 4 here, this is going to be Rudiger's Safe House and Yams Park. Need to lay low when your heat's high? Safe houses are all across Lakeshore, and Rudiger's is the place to chill whilst cops on your tail around Yams Park. So it looks like we've got a safe house here, a safe house here. They're going to be dotted all over the place. That's not really that exciting. Over here, this is kind of an interesting part of the map. It looks like we've got is this a racetrack? Car Plant Kennedy Test Track. Push your custom to the limit with twisting corners, a slick courtyard for drifting, and jumps to test your wings on your ride. The Kennedy Test Track has it all. It looks like this might be where, some of the dirt racing is too. That doesn't look like an asphalt surface based on the map. So interesting. We're going to have a real racetrack with jumps and stuff to be able to test out your ride, maybe tune your ride, see how it runs before you get it out on the street. It's Need for Speed, so I don't think it's going to be too realistic in that sense. It's just going to be slap the biggest tank of nitrous you possibly can on it, but we can go there and test things out, maybe get a little bit more formal version of racing. The quarry domes in the Lakeshore Quarry. It's easy to get caught up in the urban jungle. Head out to the quarry, get your rims muddy, and fill the domes with layers of stylized tire smoke. So this is where our dirt tracks are going to be. That makes sense. It's kind of the furthest away from the city, furthest south part of the map. Now these, are those like big salt silos, like they store salt for the winters to be able to lay on the roads, be able to melt the ice and stuff? Maybe we can go in there and throw some salt around and stuff. Could be kind of interesting. I don't like that there's nothing that we can learn about over here. This is very mountainous, windy territory. It looks like we've got kind of a small settlement right here, river that comes in this way. I want to know what this thing is. So this is going to be right smack dab in the middle of the city. We're going to have all sorts of bridges and stuff going over the canals and the river and things. So L-Train City, see the city from a new perspective. The L-Train's track runs through the heart of the city, and Lakeshore's most disruptive drivers aren't known for buying a ticket. So we're going to be able to race on the train tracks, and I'm assuming that means we're also going to have to be dodging some trains if we happen to do that. So that, dude, look at this. You're going to have boats floating down the river and stuff. Oh, this is going to be such a cool setting for a game. And finally, last but not least, we have number 8 out here, Mountain Road Kennedy Drive. Look at that. Now, that's nothing that I've seen in anywhere near Chicago. And obviously, Chicago doesn't have mountains. So as soon as we get out of these city limits, it's kind of anything goes. I think they're just kind of making stuff up. But Lakeshore's a city that demands attention. Head up to the mountains, pull some drifts, and hear that engine roar as the city skyline provides the perfect backdrop. And look at that there. You can see the city off in the distance, and we've got giant, like, aqueduct roads and things. Okay, I do like that. You know, obviously it's not going to be a perfect reenactment of Chicago. I've got a feeling this is going to be pretty legit, you know, kind of this area. But then once we get outside of that, I mean, we've got southern boondocks mud. We've got mountains out here. I don't really know what to expect up north. Is this like a stadium up here maybe? Is that going to be like Soldier Field or something? Could be kind of cool. I'm not sure. Looks like we've got some more interesting stuff in here. And again, like I said, we've got some tunnels through the mountains. So I feel like this quadrant is going to be cityscape and realistic. And then you're going to take those tunnels through the mountains, and they're going to be gateways to just crazy parts of the map where you aren't really sure what to expect. So, yeah, that's just kind of a quick preview of the map. I mean, it looks pretty big. It's hard to tell scale from this point. But if you look at this and that's a city block, I mean, this is a pretty solid sized map. So looks like it's got quite a bit of, you know, versatility in it as well. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know, kind of a weird thing, kind of nerding out on this, but to see a video game map before it comes out is weird. That's not something that they usually share beforehand. So kind of cool to see them do this. Wait, before we go, there's also some stuff on the sides. We've got stickers and stuff. We went to Much Burger. 4 burger meals, $32.80. 2 large orange drinks for $8. 4 fries for $12. You know, I feel like that's really not too bad in today's day and age with inflation and everything. Is this going to be something vehicle repair? 3 times blue boxes from Rydell, kind of like an order slip. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, yeah, there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Drop a like. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.